We reached Avila in the evening. The floodlit walls beckoned to us in the distance. But instead of proceeding to the city, we turned to our hotel because it was already late. The next morning, we were up early, eager to discover the mysteries and the wonders of this fabled city. We walked along those massive walls and entered the northeast gate called the Puerta de San Vicente. It was the gate nearest to the cathedral. Inside the city walls, we began our long walk.
Oh my God. Hola, Alex. So where are we? Cathedral of Avila. And we are on our way to the birthplace of Santa Teresa.
We passed through the commercial district, but the shops were still closed because of the early hour. I hardly saw any trees. It was mostly stone walls, stone buildings, stone churches, stone pavements, and stone statues. I can almost sense how Teresa acquired her will and determination, solid and unyielding as these stones.
Ano daw ito? Dito siya.
Finally, after 30 minutes of walking, we ascended the steps of Mount Carmel into the courtyard of La Santa Church, or the Casa Natal. There was a tree in front of the church, but it was dead. A statue of Saint Teresa guarded the entrance door. Our guide, Mariano, suddenly materialized out of nowhere.
I said it's famous for Santa Teresa. Everybody thinks in Avila and thinking in Santa Teresa. And you have been there. It was her house, the house family. And this area was the Jewish quarter.
Jewish quarter.
Jewish. Yes, because Santa Teresa's grandfather was a Jewish converted. He came in from Toledo, from the palace. House, a big house. But unfortunately, after Santa Teresa died, the house collapsed, demolished. So it was in ruins till 17th century when the Prime Minister of Spain, he rebuilt and dedicated to Santa Teresa the house, and we had just two original things for that time. Is the chapel, it was her mother bedroom where she was born, and the second, a little courtyard where she played with it. Younger brother Rodrigo. That's the two really things. You had the shop, but inside you can see a lot of relics from Santa Teresa. As her ring finger, sandals, rose, things he wrote. One of the cries he always carried with her when he want to open new convents. So again, you find minutes because it would go inside to see the.
We saw the relics of Teresa in the museum, but we were not allowed to take pictures, except this sample of her handwriting. We then heard Mass by Father Ernie inside La Santa. Mariano then took us on a walk to the Iglesia de San Juan Bautista, where Teresa was baptized.
The Baptist Church is famous for one reason, as you can read there. 1515, April the 4th, Santa Teresa, she was baptized here.
Yeah.
Baptized here. She was born March 28th. So just 6 days later, she was baptized. It was very often in the past.
Nearby was the Plaza Mayor, or the city center, where important events and celebrations took place. Bullfights were occasionally held there. In the middle was a white building, the Ayuntamiento, or the City Hall.
The valley is used to start a city, and they did two main roads. Cargo.
We walked through the commercial district again, which was by this time full of tourists and shoppers. We then came to the Cathedral of Avila. It is considered the first Gothic cathedral of Spain, truly a cathedral fortress, with battlements and sentry walks incorporated into the structure. Its apse is one of the turrets on the eastern side of the walls. At that time, the cathedral was under renovation, so we could not look inside.
Well, the street name Calle de la Cruz Vieja, Old Cross.
Old cross. Oh, that's the old cross. Alright.
This is the place where people met to fight in a duel.
In a duel?
This death duel here was forbidden, of course, but they came here and someone lived alone because someone died, they leave.
Huh?
So that's what we usually call the death and life street.
Ah.
Street. You see the top? You see this skeleton, the skull.
Skull? Where's the skull? I don't see the skull. Huh?
Babae sa taas at the skull.
Ang skull ba yun? Papatayan talaga. Mananalong babae palagi.
We proceeded to where the king used to stay, the Alcazar, which was no longer standing. Around the Alcazar, the officials and the rich people used to live.
The last five.
The gate, called the Puerta del Alcazar, was the main gate of the city. We walked through the gate to the outside, where the poorer people used to live. With a very nice church in front. See? Why is the church very nice? The Alcazar gate, like the San Vicente gate, is flanked by twin towers, which are linked together by a semicircular arch. Facing the main gate is the Plaza de Santa Teresa and the Iglesia de San Pedro. We sat in the plaza for a while and took photos. Soon we were on the move again outside the walls to the Convento de San Jose, the first reformed foundation established by Teresa in Avila.
This is a new church because after Santa Teresa gone, people wanted to build a more big church, and then Francisco de Moura, the architect Francisco de Moura.
It was lunchtime and we took the bus to Cuatro Postes, 2 kilometers away. We had lunch at a restaurant. The Cuatro Postes is significant for Teresa. It was where their uncle saw her and Rodrigo while they were on their way to Africa to be martyred by the Moors. It was photo time as well. After that, we proceeded to the Monasterio de Encarnacion, where Teresa spent her first 20 years as a Carmelite. A large bronze plaque reminded everyone that next year, 2015, will be the centennial year of Santa Teresa. After dinner that night, Father Ernie invited a few of us for beers at a local bar. We walked up to a pub outside the walls and spent a couple of hours lounging and talking about recent adventures in our ongoing pilgrimage. It was midnight when we started back to our hotel. We noticed that many of the stores and bars didn't have steel barriers in their shop windows. There must be no burglars in this town. The night was cold and the moon was full as we walked down the deserted streets of Avila, the city of saints and stones.